Some modern girls love calling themselves independent and unbothered, but the moment a man speaks the truth, all that confidence just tends to disappear. So today we're going to be watching Sigma men keeping it real, so subscribe and let's get into it.
When you flip on the TV or, whatever media you're using, you're not hearing about the women usually. It's about the men's game. So, I mean, that's so critical.
That's the women got a pool or got paid out from a pool of $30 million from the Women's World Cup. The men would draw from a pool of $400 million, okay? $400 million, $30 million. Why is that? It's because the Men's World Cup generates $6 billion in revenue. The Women's World Cup generates $131 million in revenue. If you want to talk about pay disparity, the Women's World Cup players get paid out 20% of the total revenue. The men get paid out 7%. As a percentage point, they are getting much more. The problem is, for anybody desiring equal pay, and by the way, I think equal pay is a ridiculous concept in and of itself. If the women generate more revenue, they should get paid more than the men. Don't strive for getting the same, strive for getting what you're worth. And if you're worth more, then get more.
Exactly. It's never been about gender. It's the value or money you bring to a specific field. You don't see men whining about OnlyFans creators making more than the male ones because most of them understand how it goes.
Would you describe yourself as a feminist?
Yes.
Do you believe in gender equality?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so how do you reconcile believing in gender equality, but also holding men to their traditional gender roles of paying for the first date?
Well, I'm just saying that's my personal view. A woman being a feminist is just doing whatever you want to do and not being bashed by society for that.
Well, I'm just asking you, you said that men should pay immediately, right?
Yeah.
So my question is, if you believe in gender equality, don't you think you ought to split the bill on the first date?
No, because my main concern with gender equality is through, yes, in society, fixing that and through, the system, but yeah, I don't, oh my God.
Hold on,
you just
Try to keep a straight face. Try to keep a straight face, John.
No, I'm done talking.
She's clearly struggling to defend her point here, and it does show. I mean, equality sounds amazing until it stops benefiting someone, which is funny how that works. The moment it's about fighting wars or splitting bills, suddenly you remember default settings.
What precisely, since we're going to pursue this, what precisely is toxic masculinity, as opposed to, say, toxic femininity or toxic humanity? What exactly are you asking me about?
I really want to know what you like, how you would describe toxic masculinity. Because
No, I want you to define what toxic masculinity constitutes. Since we're going to define things so carefully, let's do it.
Okay, so let's define it shortly. All right, shortly, please.
Okay, I think that the moment when you kind of, I have a hard time to kind of describe it in English. Let's say, that you kind of go over a boundary that kind of neglects the freedom of the opposite, gender or whatsoever. So that's toxic masculinity, and that you kind of have.
But that would also be toxic femininity.
Well, may I finish my sentence,
Sure.
please? Thank you. And then also, I lost my sentence now. But, no, I will be back. I'm back.
She's just repeating buzzwords here. Everyone in the room can tell she doesn't actually know what point she's trying to make.
These women are like, I need a man who makes $1 million a year. At 600,000, you're in the top 1%. When you say that to women who work in bottle service, the top 1% make $600,000 a year. They cannot grasp that. I just had a guy drop 20K on this table. He just showed me his Lamborghini. He obviously makes more than 600,000. All she's around are guys who make $600,000 a year. Because of that bias, she starts believing all men are like that. I had a girl come on my show say she thinks the average man in the U.S. is 6'2".
It's 5'7", right?
Yeah, it's 5'9".
A lot of people want high value partners without actually being high value themselves. The expectations don't match the work, and having high standards is fine, but you really have to become a high value woman to attract a high value man. No millionaire is going to step out of his way to look for you. It really is that simple.
A man gonna do what you allow. So at the end of the day, if you sit here saying, oh, well, women can't handle the truth, you don't know what a woman can handle. We handle so much.
I want you to understand the reason why Jesus was a virgin. Jesus was a man that didn't commit any sins. He didn't lie to anyone. He didn't snake anyone. He didn't do any bad behavior. He was a good man, the most righteous man ever to exist and to walk this planet. The reason why he was a virgin is because he know in order to get y'all, he can't tell the truth. Because y'all can't handle the truth. Y'all can't handle the truth. So Jesus himself was a virgin because of y'all.
That's a wild analogy, but he's spitting facts. Plenty of people say they want honesty, but deep down, they just want reassurance. The moment you stop validating them, they start losing respect.
You can't handle the truth. Yes, ladies, y'all cannot handle the truth. So telling a woman the truth is like a double-edged sword. Either way you slice it, you're gonna get cut. Because women are emotional. There's no wins in telling a woman the truth. Once you tell her the truth, she's gonna say she respect it. She just wants you to tell her the truth and be honest and open with her. But you gotta know, once you tell the woman the truth from the beginning, it's gonna interfere on how she moves with you throughout the course of the relationship. Yeah, you might not get her full trust. You might not get her full attention. You might even not get her full love and affection. These are things that's gonna happen because now she's gonna have a guard up. She had a guard up from the beginning y'all met. She's gonna put that guard up a little bit higher, and it's gonna be a little bit more challenging to cut through the surface. So telling a woman the truth, you gotta understand, it's like giving Superman kryptonite. You're killing yourself. That's why it takes a real man to lead with the truth. You are so secure in your being, it doesn't matter whether she stays with you or she puts a guard up or let the guard down. It doesn't matter to you because your life is secure. You're moving on an uphill trajectory. You don't care if she's in your life or not. You just that confident in yourself. You feel like you're gonna find another one if she doesn't decide to be with you anyway.
Exactly. That's genuinely real talk here. It's kind of a lose-lose if you're dealing with someone who only reacts to attention, and you can tell some girls the truth, but only if you're fine with them possibly walking away.
My question is, why do men lie so much? I mean, y'all know I ain't lying.
Okay, you want the truth? This is why men lie. Because we are afraid of your reaction to the truth.
Right.
That's why we lie. Yeah. Lying can be a good thing because lying spares people's feelings. Let's go over a couple of things. We can't really tell you how you look in them pants. We cannot, and at 56, I rediscovered you can't remind a woman that she half a century old. You can't talk about how much food a woman eat. You can't bring up her shoe size at the wrong time. You can't say nothing crazy about her hairstyle. We gotta love every shade of new polish you put on and try. See, we got to like all that. We have to lie. What you don't want is us telling you, do I look fat? Well, baby, Dan, what you think? Do you know the hell that happens in our life right there? So no, you don't look fat to us. We love you just the way you are. That's what you want to hear? We got it for you all day long.
You're right, Steve. You're right.
Sometimes people think they want blunt honesty until they actually really genuinely get that honesty. No one wants to hear the unfiltered version of everything that they're looking for. They say they want the truth, but then when they hear it, things hit the fan.
Why do men ask women to be their peace, and most of them bring chaos, and then get in their feelings when women match energy?
First problem is you said most. Now I'm gonna let it slide because I know what you meant. You probably meant most of the you with. Now, with that being said, oftentimes be my peace to a toxic man means take my abuse and don't say shit about it. Let me walk over you without you complaining too loud. Do not disrupt me doing what I need to do for me and keeping you in the place of an option. Don't you understand? You are lucky to be with me. How dare you complain about the shit I give you? You should just take it. You know why? I'm that man you always prayed for. So let me just do my thing. Let me run my play. And here's the thing. I need you to find a man that has already found his peace before he found you.
Woo-hoo. Talk about it.
Your job is to not disturb a man's already established peace. And here's the thing. Oftentimes it is the men, the unhealthy men, that is bringing chaos in your life and then turning around and wondering why you can't be their peace. It's raining and you ain't my umbrella.
A high value person isn't going to bring chaos into their relationship. If their pattern keeps repeating, maybe it's time to rethink who you are choosing. And maybe just try picking better partners before making assumptions next time.
What do you bring to the table?
I'm not going to answer this question. This is just something that I wouldn't answer in a date. I'm not going to answer here.
Fine.
I'm not going to answer how many books I've read.
Okay, what do you expect men to bring to the table?
Integrity, clarity, consistency, strong connection to divinity, not necessarily religion, but some kind of purpose-based lifestyle.
So what is the female equivalent of that?
The same.
Then why wouldn't you just say that at the table when he asks you?
In a healthy relationship, those qualities are expected from both sides. The table exists for both, and it's not always about gender. That just dilutes the entire conversation.
Why do you think men care about a woman's body count?
We're seen as objects that are to be used, and so they feel that if we have too many bodies that we've been used or loose.
So it doesn't matter how many people a woman sleeps with, she's still pure.
Not at all. Pure is bullshit. That's not real. You can't be pure if you're a human being, okay? Men, same thing. Who you want to do it however much you want to. Women, doesn't matter. Sleep with who you want to sleep with, but make sure you're doing it safely.
Yes.
And make sure you're doing it with consent, okay?
Yes.
But there's actions to consequences, right? So if I punch a cop in the face, I'm probably going to get arrested. If a woman has a lot of promiscuous partners, most men aren't really going to want to take her seriously. Can you understand why that is?
I cannot. If you think like that, then I suggest that you grow up and get a grip.
Do you think men or women get easier?
I think that women get easier because a lot of men are very, very desperate and feel that they need it, whereas most women don't feel like they need it.
So if sex comes easy to women, can you understand why they might feel a certain type of way if their woman has a really promiscuous past?
It's not our fault. It's not our fault that men are so desperate to sleep with us.
Sure.
It's not our fault.
It definitely is a real thing. Some folks value experience, some value exclusivity. Just don't act shocked when your lifestyle attracts a certain type of partner.
I would be more than happy to talk to you if you'd make me a sandwich first.
Will you lie down in bed?
With you?
Not like me, with any woman, you know what I mean? Because we're the ones that make your children.
You are empty vessels until the sperm is deposited in you.
We can do it without you, can do it for the chest stream. We can collect it anyway. Men always think you're superior anyway because of the army. It's all men in the army. It's now getting equal, and now you realise that us women are actually a lot further than back here already when the NWA is holding our hands off.
Women are equal to men in terms of rights, but in terms of intelligence or ability to do stuff, not equal.
You men can't divide without us women. Because you men might sit in the office like you come on to us women, tell us about it and we give you the answers.
You know, I would actually blame women for warfare throughout the world.
No, it's your men and your little toy in your life.
Talk for more than 30 seconds without an interruption. I know it's hard for you as a woman to not interrupt because you're all about arguing and stuff.
No, we're debating, we're not arguing, my lord.
But would you say that women in the Western world, in England, America, Canada, get more opportunities than young men?
Well, I think it's equal. Everybody's falling.
Why are you women still complaining?
We're not complaining.
Bro caught her perfectly with that one. If everyone wants equal opportunities, cool, then there shouldn't be outrage when the outcome is equal too.
Y'all, do you guys not understand there's a difference between being confident and being delusional? When you're confident, it makes you more attractive. When you're delusional, it makes you seem insane and it makes you less attractive. Every video I see of 3s and 4s saying they're 9s and 10s is literally insane. And it's funny because it's like, if you were a 10, your life would be different. Who are you comparing yourself to? When I give myself like a 6.5, that's because I'm smart enough to compare myself to every woman on the planet, including literal supermodels. I was watching a dating show this morning. This girl's like, I'm perfect. There should be a line of 9 million men around my house. Sweetie, if that was true, there would be, because there literally are women on the planet who could have literally probably any man that are solid 10s. There isn't a line because you aren't that. And you're insane. and you need to be humbled. And women aren't helping. They're making it worse.
Hats off on that take. At this point, it's not even about being delusional. It's the way some girls set their standards. It's just insane at times. I mean, you can't be full of hate, insecurity, and narcissism and still expect men to want you.
If you hit a man, like you full on as hard as you can, do you think that he should be allowed to hit you back?
I think that men should not hit women. Yeah, even if a girl hits you as hard as they can.
What about, is it wrong for the girl?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. He's expected to control his rage and his emotions and his like, but the woman, she just got mad and hit him.
Okay, if you think about it, right? Like, I think that's one of the questions on the questionnaire. Like, are men physically stronger than women?
Wait, have you ever hit somebody?
Yeah, I have.
Like a guy?
Yeah.
And did he hit you first?
No.
That's a position of privilege, right? I don't really understand why they have it. If you want equality and egalitarianism, the idea here is going to be based around the fact that chivalry is gone. We are now equals. So if a man hits you in the face and you can punch them back, why is it if a woman punches you in the face, you can't punch her back? That actually doesn't make any sense.
I'm saying is that men are physically stronger than women. Like, for example,
but men are physically stronger than other men. So if a man who is less strong than me punches me in the face and I punch him back, I'm still punching somebody weaker than me in the face. Why is that not socially acceptable to punch a woman who's weaker? That makes no sense.
If you want equality, you really have to apply it across the entire board. You can't just pick and choose when it benefits you. Modern feminists are the ones throwing chivalry out the window and then complaining about it. You can't have it both ways.
Okay, let me say this really quick, you guys.
That makes sense.
This is something I want to talk about really seriously. So I see a lot of people talk about this, right? And this is what I want to address. We are in a different time now. Back in the day, women could not work at all. So they had to marry a man so they can survive. Yeah, I think they had it right. They should have kept it like this. Yeah. But anyways, they had to marry a man or whatever the case is just to survive at that point. And so they had traditional roles, which was, I'm not at work all day, so I'm at home, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm taking care of the children, I'm making sure your lunch is packed, I'm making sure you're good, and I'm here to serve you, okay? And what I realize is there's a lot of modern men that want a traditional woman, but they don't want to be a traditional man. So you want a woman to come home from a job, just like you did, clean, cook, do the laundry, take care of the kids, and handle everything in the household. And you guys are both going to work. Do you see how that don't make sense?
No, it does make sense. And yes, I do want you to do that. And then, because guess what? When a tub or the light break down, you not fixing it.
But that's an everyday job.
Be the hell quiet right now.
See,
that's the problem.
Everyday job.
That's the problem. You're
are
not
you delusional?
No,
I don't give a It's an everyday job for a woman to come home, cook, clean, and take care of the kids, and also go to a job like a man. So you're telling me that a woman has to go work like a man every day, and a man goes work, and he's tired when he gets home. A woman's not tired. She has to clean, cook, do the dishes, do the laundry. Are you kidding me?
I have a better question.
The reason why that happened and the reason why that was going on back in the day is because a woman was not working. A woman was not going to work every day.
Okay, but my question is, why don't you want to do that?
What are you talking about? Why don't I want to do it? You know how fucking tiring that is? Have you done that?
First of all,
have you done that? I do it every day.
First of all, yeah. First of all,
for a man, a messy ass man and children. Have you
done that?
I can't.
First of all, Lazar.
What?
Yelling doesn't mean you're winning an argument. It's a sign of low intelligence. You can lower your voice and speak to me. I'm sitting right here. I can hear you.
And you're yelling all the time.
When you yell, then when I yell, you repeat the same thing I just repeated to you because right now I caught you with your hand in the fish tank.
But you're always yelling.
That's not. I don't yell. I raise the decibels in my voice.
I will clip.
Listen to me.
Right here. I can't wait to clip this.
Okay, well,
I don't yell. And then let's make all the clips of him yelling. Let's do that shit.
I want you to understand. I just want you to understand that yelling doesn't mean you're winning an argument. It's just a sign of frustration and the inability to articulate in a respectful way and make a valid point.
Tell that to yourself.
Okay, I'm not yelling.
But you're not in this moment.
Your point is invalid, and you sound like the rest of these unwedded women talking about the modern day women right there. I'm gonna go to work like you. Then you want me to cook, clean. First of all, name one woman in real life, not that you about to make up your head, that comes home and cooks every day. No man is even eating every day. Sometimes we're not even hungry. We ate on the way out. So just even that's asinine to even say that. First of all, if that was the case, so what? Yes, you're gonna cook, clean, do this and do that. And guess what? He taking the trash out, he fixing the house, he making sure this. Y'all have different responsibilities and different roles. That's how I know you're not fit to be a wife.
I could not be fit to be a wife.
That's the point. Nobody's saying you can't go chase success. If you choose to do it and support the family, that's fine. Amazing, actually. But just don't get mad when the relationship dynamic shifts because of it. That's part of the deal.
I want somebody who supports me and who loves me unconditionally.
How are you going to get that? Yeah, you're just living your life, and look where that's led you. To be single, 28, doing some pre-med bull.
Why would you call her thing pre-med bull?
I'll tell you why. Because she said, I want a man to provide. So what is she doing right now? She's developing a career so she can provide for herself instead of finding a man that's going to provide for her. So what you need to understand is she needs to learn different skills because the current skills that she's learning are bullshit because they're not serving her goals. The career isn't both. It's that she's misaligned her priorities, her goals, and her actions. That's why her life is chaotic and she doesn't see it.
My man just served her a harsh reality check, and he did it super smoothly here. I mean, he's on point, and if your goal is to be a good housewife, awesome, amazing. Why are you putting so much effort into providing for yourself then in that case, right? You're heading in the complete opposite direction, but that's your choice though.
If companies can pay women less, why don't they hire all women?
Well, that's a whole nother story.
Really?
I understand your argument, and I understand that you're angry.
I'm not angry.
I can hear it in your voice.
I'm not
Listen to
angry.
your voice.
I'm hearing my voice and I sound pretty calm.
You have now shifted the quality of your voice, and I thank you for that.
Okay.
And you've just given me a condescending look, and that's another reason why we need feminism. And now I'm done, and thank you so much.
Notice how she completely switched the topic the moment it got real. The guy was polite and straightforward as you really could be. I mean, she couldn't defend her point, so she switched to attack mode and threw out a baseless claim.
I was raised by a single mother. I went to college. I got my degree in statistics, which is a male-dominated field.
Right.
I got my job at Visa, and at the age of 24, I bought my home in the Bay Area, which is an expensive market to purchase a home in. I don't mean to brag about myself, but it just proves to you that I worked my butt off to get what I had. After I bought my home, I proceeded to remodel the home with my own two hands using YouTube tutorials. So like literally, I did not need a man. I did the manly work. I scraped a popcorn ceiling. I put in a full laminate floor. I learned how to use a table saw and not cut off all 10 fingers, right? So like I proved that I can live this life without a man. And I'm telling you, it is not fulfilling. Because at the end of the day, I was sitting in an empty home, absolutely miserable that I was alone. I need a man to fulfill my greatest potential in life, which is to become a mother. Nothing that's better than becoming a mother and having that legacy. And when you find the right man who wants to have that legacy as well, you will want to submit to him.
Exactly on point. No matter how successful someone gets, emotional needs, they just don't magically disappear. You can't change basic biology just because you think you want a man. Men and women will always need each other in many ways. Things, and their partner appreciates that. What's the issue? You still want them to do all the things, but without feeling anything? That's insane.
Peter, I just want to get one final thought from you. Are there words that are used to describe men that offend you?
Not particularly, and if there are some I don't like, I certainly wouldn't want them banned. But it always goes back to that old adage: sticks and stones may break my bones, but there will always be something to offend a feminist.
Peter
Lloyd. No, that's just obnoxious.
Peter
Sorry,
Lloyd,
you have to give me a chance to respond to that. That is ridiculous. No, hang on, I won't do your show again if you don't let me respond to that.
Go on, Kate, have a word.
Come on, that's ridiculous. I mean, first of all, to allow somebody on air, this is a women's rights movement. We're asking for equality, and to just come on and say that kind of thing. And secondly, he keeps saying this is a trivial issue, that it doesn't happen very often. The reality, as you know from talking to women in the street, is that they all have words that bother them. This is something that affects loads and loads of women, and if he's not affected by it, well, lucky him. And if he thinks he's going to take that privilege and just wander on air and say obnoxious things about a campaign for equality, then that is horrific bigotry, and I object to it being aired.
But it's not about equality because they didn't bother to analyse what men think. It's not about equality.
The smile after the sticks and stones comment just shows my man that he won from the start. The way she reacted so explosively just proved his point instantly. It's pretty funny.
I'm saying we were technologically more advanced. Would you
So you're saying we're
that?
superior to Australian Aboriginals?
That's quite the opposite of what I'm saying. I'm not saying we were superior. I'm saying we were technologically more advanced.
So how is that the opposite?
superior implies a moral quality. I'm not making any moral implication. You seem to be, but
Okay.
what I'm saying is,
I think most people would hear it that way.
no.
Again, you're a very intelligent man. How would most people hear that?
Most people would hear what I'm saying for what I'm saying, which is
Don't think they would.
You seem to get quite heated about this, which is completely unnecessary. You think it's necessary?
I'm a bit stunned by what you're implying.
No, you're acting in a kind of passive aggressive way, which indicates that you're not happy.
I genuinely am being 100% authentic.
Being technologically advanced and being superior are two completely different things. It's facts versus feelings, and those are two different lanes. So you really don't have to get down to them.
Let me be 100% brutally honest. How old are you?
40.
40?
Yeah.
You got a kid?
Absolutely, yeah.
No man's coming to pay your bills. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not happening.
But it's happening.
No, I'm gonna tell you what.
Nowadays it is. It's happening, and it's been happening.
Hold on. Is it happening right now this second?
Yes.
A man's paying 100% of your bills right now.
Well, no, he doesn't live with me, so I'm not
Okay,
asking
so
for
that's what I mean.
100%. We don't live together. We just
Okay, I'm
fuck
just
around.
telling you. All right, you just a fuck around, but I'm not attacking you. I'm
Yeah,
just
because I
telling you.
want to be a fuck around, because I don't want to fuck around with him like
Look,
that.
Do you really want to be a fuck around? At
Yeah,
40?
for him right now, right. absolutely. It's,
So you
it's
still
nothing
playing.
nobody in here can say to make me feel no kind of way
Listen,
about
we're
what
not-
I decide to do
Hold
with
on,
me.
hold on.
I don't
Look,
care. It doesn't matter.
Don't take this as personal attack.
I'm not.
Because we're not trying to make none of y'all feel no type of way.
Yeah.
We just giving you the honest truth as men. So we're not. No, look.
from
So
your- yeah.
you don't have a man living with you. No. You don't have a man paying all your bills. That's your reality.
Mm-hmm.
You're speaking on a want. And then you're saying, well, I don't want it now, as if you can just go out and get it whenever you want. And men are telling you, wait a minute, y'all are being delusional, because no, you can't, because we're the ones giving it to you. So even though you feel, okay, when I'm ready, because I'm not ready right now, I'm just going to go out and get it. First of all, you're 40. You're only getting older.
I don't look 40. You laughing, but I don't look 40, so that doesn't matter.
It matters.
It don't. I promise you.
You know why it matters?
Yeah. Please tell me why.
Because you don't look 40, but there's somebody who actually is not 40. And I'm going to go pay her bills because she's not 40. She doesn't have any kids.
That's you.
Let me ask you something.
That's you.
Okay, let me ask you one question. What is the benefit of him paying your bills, a 40-year-old with a kid, versus a 25-year-old with no
Well,
kid?
the ages never came up, so I don't. Maybe I should ask him, because the age has never.
No,
came
I know.
up.
I'm asking
But,
you.
Yeah.
So just say.
I don't know. It's whatever he has the ability to do. If he wants to go pay, if he wants to pay whatever I ask him to pay, and then he's paying a 25-year-old's bills too.
No,
that's
you're
none of my business.
No, you're missing the question. I said, because you said you could go get it, right? Like, okay, he
Well,
would
it's
pick
already
you.
there. I just choose not to flip the coin because of my personal. I'm giving all my attention to my daughter right now. I don't have it to give to a man.
Right. So
that's
that's
what I'm
why
saying.
he's not going to pick you. I'm not paying your bills and you can't give me all your
That's
attention.
fine.
Right.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, but she's saying
This woman really just needs to take a second, hang out, and listen to herself. There's no way a high-value man is going to marry her just because she thinks she doesn't look 40. When logic doesn't land, the volume usually tends to go up. Because a huge part of the feminist claim is based on men being toxic and masculine. Some people really want to argue with men and depend on them at the same time. You just gotta pick a lane, because that would save everyone so much time and stress. Regardless though, that's the end of the video. If you liked it, please make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss content like this in the future. And I'll catch you in the next one. Stay strong. This video is for entertainment purposes only. No offense or disrespect is intended towards any individual or group.